From the D. Glenn Smith Spectrum in Logan, Utah, Saturday Overdrive continues from the Mountain West Conference. The UNLV Runnin' Rebels against the Aggies of Utah State. Carter Blackburn, Pete Gillen, our entire CBS crew here for the Runnin' Rebels and the Aggies. And Pete, as we get set for tip-off here in Logan, Utah, two different teams who want to play two different tempos.
Exactly. Two young teams. Vegas wants to go up and down, 90 points a game, and Utah State wants to play a game in the 60s.
Both these teams with winning traditions, but 1-2 in conference competition for both UNLV and Utah State. Utah State got their first Mountain West Conference win on Wednesday with a victory over New Mexico, 79-75.
Utah State plays man-to-man. They're going to mix it up. They're worried about the speed and the athleticism of UNLV, their quickness.
Christian Jones inside for the first two. The 6'7" big man for UNLV. And it's a big man relative term at 6'7".
Yeah, very physical. He can score inside or outside.
Jalen Moore, boarded by Poyser.
Big thing now, Utah State got to get back. Rebels love to run. You had them once, Carter, against Kansas, right? You enjoyed that game.
They fought back in the second half against Kansas after being down big.
He showed a big heart.
Here's Tyrell Green on the block, finishes with the left, and it's a 4-0 start for UNLV. The Runnin' Rebels have struggled mightily on the road, but a solid start here in Logan.
Exactly. Utah State's not that quick, so they can beat them with their quickness, UNLV. They're more athletic and they're quicker. We might have to see some zone by the Aggies.
Jalen Moore turns it over, so Poyser on the run. Misses the layup. Fight for the rebound, won by Dargenton for Utah State. There's McEwen, the freshman, who's into the starting lineup. Misses his first look.
Terrific player. 14 points a game, second leading scorer for the Aggies.
Tim Duryea, Utah State's head coach, going with the freshman McEwen and Sam Merrill. And the starting lineup, second straight game as Tyrell Green misses.
Aggies got to push it up. They got to be more aggressive. UNLV does not get back that quickly.
Jalen Moore misses his first look. Fight for the rebound, and the stick back goes for Quinn Taylor. The sophomore making just his sixth start.
Plays very, very hard. Not super athletic, but he's very aggressive, really a lot of intensity.
Both these teams 500 on the year. Jones misses, and there's Jalen Moore for the board. And now McEwen, the freshman from Toronto, to a trailing Moore. He attacks, and the senior finishes with the left. Jalen Moore with his first bucket to even it at 4.
Very athletic. He score inside, outside, put it on the ground. One of the top players in the Mountain West Conference, Jalen Moore. The Aggies are not coming out too far, Carter, because they're not that quick. They got to pack it in a little bit. A little pack line defense. Trying to make UNLV beat them from the perimeter.
Green misses from 3. So McEwen and the Aggies run, long outlet. Dargenton finishes it off. 6 straight points for the Aggies to take their first lead.
A nice Euro step. Manu Ginobili will love that. Young man from Martinique. So they're going all over with the Euro.
Into the corner, 3 goes up for Clyburn, and a foul on the floor on the rebound. Marvin Menzies' first season as head coach of the UNLV Runnin' Rebels after 9 years at New Mexico State, 5 NCAA trips. Tim Duryea now in his second season as head coach of the Utah State Aggies after 14 years as an assistant to Stu Morrill here at Utah State.
2 new programs. Tim Duryea only his second year here at Utah State, and Marvin Menzies on his first. It's Stu Morrill, the legend. He comes to almost every game. He goes to lunch twice a week with Coach Tim Duryea of Utah State.
Stu Morrill, he and his wife Vicky, right behind the Utah State bench. An Aggie program that has 23 straight winning seasons.
Wow, unbelievable. Stu Morrill had more plays than Shakespeare when he coached. He was unbelievable. Terrific coach, and Tim Duryea learned from him.
Sam Merrill lays it in. Clyburn attacks, floats it with the left. Quick answer from UNLV in transition.
Yep, got to get back. It's one of the toughest things to defend, Carter, because you're the most disorganized then.
Merrill, McEwen on the back cut in the paint. Kick out to Moore. Jalen Moore has 5 of the Aggies' first 11.
When he hits his shots early, Carter, he's really invested in the game. He does everything well. When he struggles from the perimeter, sometimes he gets lost a little bit.
Jones misses. Into the hands of McEwen. Kick to the corner for Merrill. Back-to-back threes. Merrill gets a friendly roll, and Utah State takes an early 6-point edge.
What a pass by Kobe McEwen, Carter, right? Bang, diagonal, dead corner.
Contested 3 from Baxter. Finally cleared by Janusek.
Trying to look inside. Vegas is not real physical inside. Not a good shot by Jalen Moore. Wasn't balanced.
Fabu nearly walks on the wing. Jones is going to back in, spins baseline. Boarded by Dargenton.
Vegas got to get back. Can't trot back.
McEwen. Merrill trailing inside. Contact play on. Janusek gets the hook.
Wow. That looked like a walk and a charge, Carter. They did both. Play on.
So a 16-4 run. After the 4-0 start by UNLV, it has been all Aggies. 16-4. Jalen Moore missed the first look for the second time from 3. Aggies by 8.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
Our thanks to Dr. Naismith for inventing an indoor winter game. The temperatures outside have creeped into the teens here in Logan, Utah. Very chilly weekend, but we're inside. 4-0 start for UNLV. Since then, it's been all Aggies.
Exactly. Jalen Moore gets off to a great start. He posts him, and McEwen's a terrific freshman player. Nice diagonal pass, so it's going to be a heck of a game. I think Vegas is going to come back, but right now, Utah State's on a roll.
So a good start for Jalen Moore, who has now moved into 16th place in Utah State history. Now, the big win for Jalen was passing his dad, Jimmy, earlier this year. Now assistant athletic director and a great player here in the 1970s. So, yeah, Jalen moving into 16th, that's nice. But earlier this year, passing dad, that's got to be a big deal.
No question, that's big. Dinner table, gatherings, parties, you got to rub it into dad a little bit.
And you see he's already surpassed him in breadth of
hairstyle,
hair.
Yes, very current.
Out of the timeout, take it to Troy Baxter Jr., the 6'8 freshman from Tallahassee.
Very talented, a young man, very raw, but a lot of skills, a lot of athleticism for Troy Baxter Jr. Little 2-3 zone here by Vegas. They're doing that now because they're having trouble controlling Jalen Moore from the perimeter and on the bounce.
Here's Moore again. This one spins out, boarded by Dembele.
We see a lot of changing defenses, Carter, by both these teams. Try to get the other team out of sync because UNLV, as you know, has a lot of new players, and the Aggies started 2 freshman guards. So, once again, coaches, it's a chess match. All right, Coach, I play checkers.
Points are rejected by McEwen. Let's take a look at our AT&T fast analysis.
Well, for the Rebels, push the tempo, go up fast. They want a game in the 90s because they're athletic and create turnovers with the defense. For the Aggies, rebound, team rebounds, and knock down threes. Rebounding is a weakness for Utah State.
3 to shoot here. And the Rebels turn it over. We're talking about rebounding for Utah State. In games when they've been out-rebounded, they are just 1-3 on the year. That's pretty glaring.
It's not good. I mean, Jalen Moore's a terrific player. I love him, but 4.9 rebounds a game, Carter. He's better than that.
Turnover in the backcourt turns into an air ball from Zion Morgan. A loose ball. You may want to look away.
Look like a slippery pig to try to catch out in the farmland. Get a
the
bag
old
on.
slippery pig.
You know, the slippery pig play. All right, looks like Bambi on ice with the looking for the ball.
Yeah, this is not the fumble-rooski.
No, it's the horrors. Oh, everybody's got the horrors.
Somewhere in there, a foul is called, sending Zion Morgan to the free throw line.
He earned those free throws, Carter.
Oh my goodness. After the air ball, so well, you got to grind it out one way or another.
Hey, you win the game, it's like a Mona Lisa. You don't care how, just try to do it.
Morgan gets them both as Moore takes a seat for the Aggies.
Now we see a zone press here, soft zone press. Try to slow him down. Back to the zone now. A little trap on the side. They do that not to steal it per se, all right, but try to burn clock a little bit, not give Utah State much time now attacking this 2-3 zone.
Shane Rector now running point, the senior from the Bronx. Barnaba backing in. Nice move, couldn't finish, but Quinn Taylor there to bail him out off the stick back.
Nice job. Quinn Taylor, just a hard worker. All grit.
Step in from Baxter. Another board for Taylor. Merrill. Local favorite Sam Merrill, the freshman from Bountiful, Utah.
Came back, as you know, from a 2-year LDS mission. They love him. Very smart player, very unselfish. Big addition to the Aggies.
And there's a board for Merrill. Sister Molly, hero of the soccer team a few years ago. Goalkeeper, assistant coach here for Utah State. Aggies have the 8-point edge on the running Rebels. It is man versus bull in the most intense 8 seconds in all of sports. Tonight, 8:30 Eastern. Join us from the world's most famous arena as the new season of the PBR Built Ford Tough Series gets underway in New York City. It's the Monster Energy Bucking Battle at Madison Square Garden, right here on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. They're the D. Glenn Smith Spectrum, the hardy Aggie fans. Yesterday, a temperature of minus 24 recorded here in the Cache River Valley.
Carter, I went outside. I didn't know I had toes until the afternoon, about 6 hours later. It was unbelievable. I mean, it's a beautiful, I love this town, Logan, but this is really a tough cold wave to get right now.
It's over. UNLV, somehow you got to warm it up a little bit, right? 4-0 start since then. The Aggies have controlled. It's a UNLV team. Last 2 road games, they lost by 24 at Arizona State. 14 at Colorado State. They're allowing 90 points per game to their opponents this year in road games.
Yeah, they're struggling, Carter. They're 10th in the Mountain West in offense, 72 points a game. The Running Rebels usually a great scoring team, but this is a team in transition. It's Poison from way downtown. He's more of a 2-guard, as you know, right, than a point guard, but he can shoot the ball.
First made 3 of the game for UNLV. And Morgan commits the foul, going for the steal on Merrill. Zion Morgan. So make it 991 now, straight games with a 3-pointer. So check that off the list for UNLV.
That's great. Marvin Menzies did a wonderful job at New Mexico State. He's going to do a great job here at UNLV. Just going to take a little time. As you know, he got in real late, couldn't recruit. Just got at the end scrambling and got some guys, but everybody had been decided for the most part, Carter. So he's going to build a terrific program here. Just going to take a little time.
Dembele finishes it off with a good look from Jovan Mooring. He's averaging playing the most minutes for UNLV during Mountain West Conference games, playing off the bench as the backup point.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's more of a point guard, I think, than Poisa. Poisa's a good player, but he's better off the ball. He's a scorer.
Another loose ball, that's out of bounds. Mooring diving for it. Give it back to the Aggies with a 3-point edge. As Jalen Moore and Kobe McEwen are going to come back for Utah State.
It's an important game for both teams. Once again, they want to try to go up the ladder, try to get in the top half of the conference. They're young and they're going to get better and better.
UNLV 31-4 all time against Utah State.
Yeah.
Back to the Big West days now in Mountain West Conference competition, but one of those wins 2 years ago here on this floor, Stu Morrill's last year as head coach.
Exactly. And Jerry Tarkanen was the head coach at UNLV at the time, and they were a dynasty, but it was a big rivalry. Did a heck of a job. Con Smith was here. Tula was here. He's an excellent coach now. Poyser banging it.
He has both of the UNLV made threes. Back to even at 20.
He's their leading scorer. And Mooring in there takes some pressure off him.
Seems like you and Marvin Menzies both like that lineup with Mooring at point and Poyser at the 2.
I do. What do I know? But I think certainly Poyser's more relaxed. He tries to force things as a point guard. Mooring is still learning. Mooring's a good player, but he's still learning. But I think he's more comfortable at the point than Poyser.
That's a second on Zion Morgan, second on UNLV. So Poyser gets to play off the ball with Mooring in there. And with that lineup on the floor, 8 straight for UNLV to tie it at 20.
Yep. Mooring came from South Suburban College in Chicago, Division II program. John Pagatti's a heck of a coach there, and he's doing a nice job.
Here's McEwen from Toronto via Wasatch Academy in Mount Pleasant, Utah. A big get for the Aggies.
Tremendous player. Wake Forest wanted him. Georgia Tech wanted him. A lot of good schools. Texas Tech. A lot of good schools wanted him. Mississippi, Ole Miss wanted him. And, he chose to go. Curtis Condi's a coach there at Wasatch Academy. Did a great job. And he had a relationship with Coach Loving there. They're holding his chin. And Coach Loving knew Coach Morgan sadly passed away. One of their other coaches passed away. And, Lewis Wilson. The good relationship, and he stayed there. We visit Wake Forest, Carter. We had Chris Paul and Tim Duncan visit. They had a weekend. We're allowed to do that. All the recruits are in for a weekend at Wake Forest, the former players, and just happened to bring in McEwen to the trip, but he stayed. He said, I want to stay here, and Aggies fans are glad he did.
Dembele's fouled on the post. Looks like Merrill got him down low. And it is the first on Sam Merrill. Third team foul against the Aggies. Contact in the post, Pete.
Yeah, physical. Dembele gets hit with the body. Not that much, Carter. It wasn't that physical. But, once again, not here to hold hands, but that wasn't that physical.
And to the backcourt. Backcourt violation, turnover UNLV on a baseline inbounds. Yeah. That's a bad turnover.
Yeah, that hurts, that hurts. Coach Menzies will get frustrated. He's got to be calm.
Just the second turnover by UNLV, but that's a sloppy one.
Yeah, it is sloppy. Still in the zone here, trying to match up a little bit.
There's a foul off the pass from Janasek. It's on Poyser, his first. So reset the shot clock to 30. Utah State led it 20-12, then 8 straight for UNLV. It was a 14-4 run by the Aggies to take command.
Game of streaks.
Back into the hands of McEwen. Second leading scorer. McEwen kicks to Merrill for 3. Good look. Fight for the rebound. Won by Dembele, the freshman from Mali.
Got to push it now, UNLV.
Mooring on the wing. Mooring will attack. Tough floater, spins out. Into the hands of Janasek.
He's on the run. Good transition. Oh, out of control.
Offensive foul. Mooring draws the charge on McEwen.
His first 4th team foul.
We see we're pushing it. McEwen, the freshman, attacking the basket. Crosses over. Nice read that time by Mooring. Taking the charge. Right in the chest. It's a good call.
So Mooring on both ends, the junior from Chicago. Green misses the 3. McEwen, tough rebound.
Both these teams struggle in a half-court, Carter, because they don't have a consistent inside scorer and they don't have a pure point guard, a veteran. McEwen's terrific, but he's still learning.
McEwen off the look from Moore. Into the hands of Ofebu. Rebels look to run. Ofebu crossing over, laying it up through traffic. Uche Ofebu with the lay-in.
Nice job. Graduate transfer from the University of San Francisco. Physical player, started every game.
Started his career at SMU. Another turnover. Mooring takes it away. Dumps it off. Clyburn lays it in. Back-to-back runouts for UNLV. And the running Rebels have built a three-point edge.
Those live ball turnovers, you can't do it. You got to take care of the basketball. Take care of the rock. Nice run here by the Rebels. Could be a heck of a game. Stick with us in Cache Valley, Utah.
The one thing we haven't done yet is skip the ball. Okay? And on Sam's side, you got to watch it because they are playing the skip. All right? You got to see it. Alex, make sure you get ball side in the short corner so we can throw it to you if they're going to let us. All right? Also in Ghost, we can ball screen at the top. Okay? We get it moving a couple times.
Utah State head coach Tim Duryea trying to break down some zone offense against the running Rebels.
Exactly. They're worried about their zone offense, talking to him yesterday, and he says, let's throw the skip pass, but read the defender. And also try to get behind his zone. He wants the big guy getting behind his zone on the baseline. So Tim Duryea is a terrific coach. 14 years, as you mentioned before, Carter, with Stu Morrill. So they got to do a better job attacking. Also, the high post is open, too. That's how you beat the 2-3 zone also, the skip and the high post. Because you get in the high post, Carter, as you know, you can go low or you can kick it to either side, right or left.
Tim Duryea, who played college basketball at UT Pan American for a young head coach in his first head coaching job named Lon Kruger.
Exactly. Lon Kruger, great coach. Class guy, one of the best in the business. Brought 5 teams to the NCAA tournament.
Including the UNLV running Rebels, the trip to the Sweet 16. Now at Oklahoma, Final Four last year with Buddy Hield. Moore turns it over out of the timeout.
Live ball turnovers, Carter, killing him. Now they can't get the defense set. It's different if you throw the ball into the band, which some of my players did when I coached. You know what I mean? You can get your defense set, but you can't, live ball turnovers, you can't defend that.
Mooring finds Jones, and Jovan Mooring has keyed the UNLV run to a 5-point edge. They trailed by as many as 8 in this game, but Mooring has let them back.
Terrific job, exactly right. He's not trying to do too much. When he had that big win against Wyoming at home not long ago, he played great. Took care of the ball, 7 assists, only 1 turnover.
In this game, 5 assists, 0 turnovers for Mooring.
Tremendous. He's coming from the junior college ranks.
Shot clock winding down. Merrill, deep 3, contested, and the freshman from Bountiful buries it.
You can see why they like him, Carter. Nice compliment to Kobe McEwen. 2 freshman guards.
10 first half points for Sam Merrill. Jones at the elbow, tough one.
Yeah.
And a quick stoppage, got a wet spot on the floor. So that's slow get out. All right, that one's slow getting out of the blocks. Hate to call out the mop guy, but
all right,
that was a little slow out of the blocks.
All right, he was watching some cartoons on his iPhone.
He's on it. He's on it now. He is on it now. That other pregame show tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, smack dab in the middle of Wild Card Weekend. Adam Shine and the gang. 9 a.m. Eastern, presented by Komoda. That other pregame show, I'm quite sure they'll be breaking down that AFC matchup between the Texans and the Raiders. Grade yet to come in on Connor Cook and the Raiders.
Be exciting. And I put Jalen Moore at the high post, Carter. He can make the shot, but he's a skilled big guy at the high post. He can do some damage against this 2-3 zone.
Nice look from Merrill. Down low. Dargington can't finish it off. Hustles for the loose ball, though. Dargington off the miss. Results in a shot clock violation. UNLV never possessed it, so no reset of the shot clock, and therefore violation. Back to the running Rebels.
Yep. If I was Coach Duryea, who does a terrific job, Carter, I would go smaller, and I put once again, Jalen Moore at the high post. I think he's skilled and he can kick it to either side, you know, for the guards to shooting. You know, Sam Merrill can knock it down, and Shane Rector, who's in there now for McEwen.
Too much perimeter right now for the Aggies.
100%. You sound like a coach.
Well, you spent a lot of time together.
You had a great career in Kerrville.
When I start writing down inbounds plays on napkins, call somebody.
Yeah, it's true. Get on the bus with Jack Nicholson. I've been on the bus a lot. I've been under the bus, too.
Sure.
Oh, sure. Jump on me.
It's especially cold today.
Kick the little redhead when he's down. That's great. But hey, if you're UNLV now, while Utah State is cold card, you got to step on them.
Step back from Clyburn won't go, so Merrill brings it up.
To the high post. That's the weakness of the zone. The high post, the foul line. Got to get somebody in there who's skilled.
Merrill cutting through. So he finds an easy two on the block, cutting through against the zone.
Exactly. Nice job. A lot of poise. Only a freshman. Coming back from the 2-year mission, LDS. A terrific young player.
12 first-half points for Sam Merrill. UNLV turnover gives it back to the Aggies, a chance to tie or take the lead.
It's an important game. Both teams want to build momentum. The Aggies coming off a big win against New Mexico, as you know, the other day, and UNLV trying to get their traction on the road. As you mentioned before, they really struggle on the road. But so many new guys. They haven't played together. They don't have a pure point guard. So, once again, this is going to be a tough year for Marvin Menzies, who's an outstanding coach. You got some good recruits, in line. They're involved with some guys. We can't mention their names. Everything is first class. They charter all over. So the money's in the program. Now they just got to take a little time for Marvin to get his players.
Barnaba misses in tight. He's the 6'8 junior from Sudan. Trying to get him more playing time for Utah State.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a great shooter, but he's only shooting 34% from the field. All right, and from three-point land, only 13%. So he's much better than that.
Good defense by McEwen playing the pick and roll. So Moore trying to Euro his way in. That's an offensive foul. The 9th first-half turnover by Utah State. So UNLV leads it by 2. The Aggies out of sorts offensively as Moore, 5 first-half points and a turnover gives it right back to UNLV. Well, Tim Duryea decided to put Sam Merrill in the starting lineup Wednesday against New Mexico. 13 points, they won the game. Second start for the freshman. He has 12 first-half points. I mean, you see he's averaging 7 on the year. His high was the second game of the year when he scored 15. He nearly has that in the first half.
Amazing. 5 for 6 from the field, 2 for 3 from downtown. Terrific young player. And he and McEwen, that's an excellent backcourt. 2 freshmen, Carter. So the future's bright, I think, for the Aggies. We see a little Aggie and a big Aggie there. Used to be a former coach. Just couldn't win on the road, so now he's an Aggie.
He's got a runny nose, too, so when they get him a tissue.
Yeah.
9 turnovers in the first half already by Utah State. And yet, they only trail by 2. UNLV hasn't been able to take advantage.
Exactly. UNLV should be up 7 or 8 points, Carter.
Zion Morgan, air ball into the hands of Barnaba.
Having trouble with the zone. It's again, you need a skilled guy at the foul line. Barnaba is a good player, but he's not a skilled guy. He doesn't pass great, all right, and really create very well.
Into the corner, McEwen. Takes contact and buries the 3. Looks like Baxter bumped him, but McEwen hits the 3 anyway to put the Aggies back on top.
Terrific player.
And then a hard collision on the other end between Merrill and Morgan, and Morgan's going to pick up his 3rd personal.
Dropped the ball, goes after it, and Morgan whacked him. Luckily, Merrill could have got hurt badly, Carter, with the knee. Fortunate.
So 5 fouls on UNLV, 3 of them on the freshman from Chicago, Zion Morgan, who's going to be checked out by the trainer after he took that blow to the head as well. But he's on the bench with 3 personals, and they'll make sure he's all right. Merrill on the wing, up the screen from Barnaba. Kick to the corner, Perry. Big 3. Julian Perry's been ice cold shooting for the Aggies. That triple puts him up by 5.
Nice pass by Kobe McCune. He sees the floor very well for a young player. Perry had plenty of time and nailed it.
Didn't score on Wednesday in their win against New Mexico.
Yep.
Answer from Jovan Mooring.
Yep. Terrific battle here. Both teams want this victory. They want to get untracked. Both 1 and 2 in conference play.
Barnaba turnaround. Mooring, that was his first bucket to go along with 6 first-half assists.
Taking care of the basketball.
Clyburn in the paint. Trying to follow McEwen, manages to corral it. Immediately eyes up the court. Moore crossing over, dumps it off, and a good look for Barnaba.
Great pass by Jalen Moore. Excellent court awareness. Terrific IQ for the game. Threw the defender on him and just dropped it off.
5 early points for Jalen Moore. Hasn't scored since. Moiser attacks, lost it out of bounds, but it's off the Aggies. So coming up, AT&T at the half. A full recap of everything going on around college basketball today, including Penn State's big win over Michigan State at the Palestra.
Wow, great win for Pat Chambers, head coach at Penn State. Wow, great win for him. He had the courage to give up a home game to play in Philly where he recruits heavily, and great win for the Nittany Lions.
7 to shoot here. Moiser back to Mooring. Fight for the rebound, won by Merrill. So Utah State into the hands of Moore in the corner. Jalen Moore does some yapping at the UNLV bench as he runs back down the floor as Utah State's opened up a 6-point lead.
Corners have been kind to Utah State, finding them and knocking them down. 1-2-2 zone here by the Aggies. They're doing that now because the penetration of UNLV, their quickness. They try to penetrate, get the ball to Poyser. Poyser's a good shooter, made a couple of threes, try to get it to him if you're the Rebels.
Mooring, clock winding down to Jones on the baseline. Short, and Utah State will take a 6-point edge into the half. 37-31, despite 9 first-half turnovers by the Aggies. They lead UNLV at the break. We'll send you back to New York. AT&T at the half in a moment.